Kalyani.
Hi Maria, how are you doing?
I am doing great and I'm very happy to be here with you and I get to interview you. So, the first question I have for you, for our community, is tell us a little bit about you.
Thank you, Maria. Well, as everybody know, I'm Kalyani. I'm from India, Bangalore, one of the most beautiful places in India, or I can say in the world, I could say. And I'm a proper Bangalorean. I did all my schooling, education, worked here. Yes, I have lived in other cities too. And talking about my education background, I'm a chemical engineer. Out of passion, I did the course, but because of the chemicals not being really friendly to me, I had to move out of that line. Eventually, moved into HR, grew over there, learned a lot. And now, currently, I'm a consultant on my own, and I'm partnering with one of my friends. And sustainability has been a part of interest for me, I could say, right from childhood. And I'm a very, very, very crazy nature lover.
We definitely are super excited and happy to work with you in the CIC because you're bringing so much of that experience in a day to day. So, thank you for that.
Thank you, Maria.
Just tell us a little bit about why did you join the CIC?
Like I said, I'm a nature lover, and coming from chemical engineering background, I know what kind of pollutions are, what are the impacts of this pollution, where things are going. And sustainability is one way of curtailing these pollutions and trying to save things where they are. Having said that, SFH challenge happened in CIC. When I got to know about it, I checked with the person who has been a part of the challenge, and he referred me and I joined CIC. Eventually there was an opening for communications team and I joined the communication team, and the journey began, and here we are.
Wonderful. Can you tell us a little bit about the Race to Zero campaign, and then how is the CIC contributing to that Race to Zero campaign?
Okay, Race to Zero campaign is a campaign initiated by UN, started somewhere mid of last year, that is 2020. I will not go about with the technical terms, I'll just give it in a simple aspect. The main idea of this campaign is to bring in as many organizations as possible to sign from their end that they are going to contribute and see that they become carbon neutral either by 2030 or 2050, whatever is feasible. Now, when I say signing the pledge with UN, there are several pledges based on the business, based on the industry, based on several criteria. So one needs to choose that based on whatever is applicable for them and then sign the pledge. And in signing, we are making that contribution, or I can say even a major contribution to the planet by saying we will reduce carbon dioxide reduction in whatever way possible, and we'll become carbon dioxide neutral so that we can save the planet. So this is about Race to Zero. Now, talking about what CIC is doing here, why we are working on this, what is our contribution? After the previous challenge of SFH, where we saw that people adopting certain sustainable habits, they could reduce the carbon dioxide to several tons, several hundred tons. I'm assuming around 400 to 500 tons we could reduce. Is a very, very, very hot thing right now, and an important and the happening thing right now. And with insiders who are in top positions, and with insiders being in key positions in bigger organizations, I'm sure each and every insider can go about bringing that revolution and ensuring that all of us are focusing towards carbon dioxide reduction and becoming carbon net zero. With that vision, CIC started this. And yes, this is a learning curve for us. And I just give this example to everybody. None of us are born parents. Like how a child is born and we learn parenting as the child grows. Same way, even this project is, even this is growing, we are learning as we are growing.
I love that. A learning mindset.
Yes.
Kalyani, you have contributed to many different roles within the CIC. Can you tell us a little bit about your role, particularly in this latest challenge? What do you do? What are you doing?
To be very frank, my ultimate goal is to see that as many organizations as possible come and sign and support this campaign. And talking about my role in CIC, I'm there everywhere in almost every team. So that's on the lighter note, but on a serious note, I've been a part of the communications team. And when this campaign or when this challenge related activity started, I was a part of the design team. Then we moved into the test and learn team. Now we have gone live and we started working towards it. And because I do have contacts and I do have the network here, and I do have some people who really want to do partnering with me. So I'm a part of the facilitator team here too.
And I love that because it shows that in the CIC, we don't just launch a challenge, right? There's
Correct.
very particular steps that we take before launching a challenge, right? It's very meticulous. Tell us a little bit about what have you learned in this past months? What do you see also when speaking to these companies? Is there a trend that you see? Tell us a little bit about that.
My learning in these past few months with CIC and being in this project is one needs to drive with an open mind and a positive attitude. This campaign is so important and so productive, and I can say it's the heart right now with the way things are going. So one needs to be optimistic and positive minded. And having said that, there is lots one can do over here and one can contribute over here. And talking about my approach with companies and what's happening over here, I see that many of them are kind of aware, but not completely aware. And those people who are aware, there is a lot of greenwashing happening with them. When I say greenwashing is, they're thinking in the negative aspect of the project. They're thinking it's not for their benefit. Somebody else is going to get benefited with that. Somebody else is going to make money out of that. But to be very frank, they are not seeing the benefits that they can get by this. So this is something where we have to give extensive education to people. Knowledge sharing is needed. Material is available. And the great thing that we at CIC are doing is we have curated the material, we have curated the information, we have everything organized. If one needs to join this particular campaign and they approach us, everything is literally accelerated. What would take at least about a month or two, they can finish it in a week. It's so fast. The material and information is there. We are even there to connect with the experts. And there are people who have already joined, those leaders are there. So, everything is there at fingertips. And one needs to just make that mind, connect with us, and within no time, we will see that they are signing the pledge.
Super. So it's about education, I guess. Help these companies switch their mindset, right? And even some of them don't even know. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes, there are some of them who don't know anything. There are some of them who know, but they're not there exactly. And it's just not education, it's speeding the process. When you're getting educated, when you're learning about something, there are chances of we learning unwanted stuff too. Mm-hmm. But here at CIC, we are accelerating that learning, curtailing the unwanted stuff that is not needed, as in that would cause greenwashing, and just going ahead and giving importance to what is needed.
Can you give me an example of a company that has signed? How is that process? You arrive, you start discussions. Take me from the beginning.
Okay, there are two ways to it. One, the person or the company whom we are approaching, they could be somebody known to us, somebody in our contact list, or some kind of warm calling that is. In that case, we just go discuss about this particular Race to Zero campaign, talk about the advantages, talk about what is the importance of it for that particular person's business, or we share the details and we connect them to the right channels, as in the right experts and right leaders who could give their success stories with them. And then whatever is needed for the material information. We give everything possible, and then whoever they need to contact in their organization or company, they go through that, and ultimately they come up and say, yes, we are interested, and they will go about signing with UN. This is one way. Another way is probably they are our contacts or they are not our contacts. We know them or we don't know them. In that case, we still go about approaching, saying, hey, there was this campaign called as Race to Zero. Have you heard about it? And if they are interested, they definitely will show, yeah, I think just go about sharing some more information. Then we share the information. And once we share the information and discuss the current situation and explain to them, I think most of them are like realizing, yes, this is a serious problem. We need to work towards it. And they're coming up with the decision. Yes, there are teething issues over here, as in people need time to think. People need to think about the other repercussions. And some of the questions that people ask are, what happens after 2 years if we are charged for it or something else come up? So I give them the same example as I quoted earlier. Like, none of us are born parents. Like how we learn parenting as the child grows, same way even this is. And just making it as comfortable as possible, because even I don't know. But right now our focus is to see that we all pledge towards becoming carbon neutral and trying to do something or anything and everything to save this planet.
Oh, wonderful. Kalyani, my last question. If I'm a company and I want to sign, what should I do to sign for the CIC Accelerator?
First, you will look into your contacts if somebody is connected to CIC. You can approach that person and then get connected. Suppose you don't have anybody or you're unable to reach your contacts, directly go to the website. There is a link provided there. Click on the link, and there is an option over there that you want to sign your organization. Go click on that option. And then whatever information you need to give, you give. Within a week's time, within 48 hours, you get a response from CIC team stating that we have received your mail, we will look into it. And within a week's time, somebody will get in touch with that organization or the leader, and then we take it forward.
Perfect. Kalyani, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Maria. I thoroughly enjoyed this particular discussion. I want to thank the entire CIC team.
Thank you for everything you're doing.